And finally tonight here, our Persons of the Week. Have you ever wondered what we'd all do these days without the handy spell check so many of us now rely on? What happened to spelling on our own, or good grammar for that matter? Tonight, two young men traveling this country fixing our mistakes, one funny typo at a time.
We've all seen the signs, the ones that don't make sense, but sure make us smile. Buy 3 for the price of 3? Or this road sign urging drivers to slow down near a school. Too bad school is spelled wrong. Or this warning to drivers, illegally parked cars will be fined. And while most of us simply see the mistakes, two young men saw a mission.
For some reason, my particular superpower has just always been being able to spot a typo wherever I go. I mean, from the time that I was just a little kid, I decided I would go at this whole world bettering thing through typo hunting, and I made it a national campaign.
Armed with his own secret weapons. He had help from his spelling sidekick, college buddy Benjamin Herson. They spent their savings packed into Jeff's '97 Nissan and set out. 2.5 months, 12,000 miles. And they found typos everywhere. In Chicago,
A store that was called Milwaukee Furniture, and it was on Milwaukee Avenue, so they named themselves after, but they had somehow managed to misspell the name of their own store.
even as they barreled down interstates, they were spellbound and duty-bound to fix it.
There was a giant billboard that said, "Bring your cameras," plural apostrophe. The apostrophe just does not belong. It's the size of my head. We sort of swerved off the road, ran back there, jumped a barbed wire fence.
In Georgia, there was the supermarket selling the 1 pound cookie. Turns out they meant 1 pound of cookies. The sweats for sale in South Carolina, spelled more like sweets. The manager, who said he'd fix it with one condition.
He said, "Well, I can do this for you, but you must hold the ladder for me."
But they weren't always welcome. There was that sign in the Grand Canyon where they added a comma and an apostrophe.
It looked like a very innocuous sign. It just had a couple of mistakes in it. We went ahead and did it and didn't realize until later that the sign had been about 70 years old.
They were fined $3,000. Turns out history trumps spelling. But these spell checkers wouldn't stand corrected. They kept going. 437 typos in their cross-country trip. 236 of them they fixed themselves.
It was definitely worth it in the service of the cause of just better spelling and grammar. We're the kinder, gentler alternative to the angry grammarian.
And so we choose Jeff Deck and Benjamin Herson, and we asked them if there was any one region where spelling was worse. Before the trip, they said they had their suspicions, but in the end, they said they learned that typos are, well, universal, that we all make mistakes, and isn't that the truth?